theory is developed by, who can say, who was the master of this theory? Anybody?
Sir, Ivan Pavlov.
Ivan Pavlov.
Okay, very good. Ivan V. Pavlov or Watson, both Watson and Ivan V. Pavlov were the master of classical conditioning theory. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, Ivan V. Pavlov, being the exponent of this theory, he experimented with hungry dog. The subject was a hungry dog. And his theory is known as classical conditioning theory. And here, relationship between stimulus and response was highlighted in his theory. Just go to the slide. The first sentence of the slide is neutral stimulus. Neutral stimulus refers to not responsible directly for desired response. Suppose dog is there. There is no food, no bell, nothing else. The response is with the dog, that is neutral because no stimulus is there. Unconditioned stimulus. Here, another is unconditioned stimulus. What is unconditioned stimulus? Who can say? What is unconditioned stimulus? Food. Food is an unconditioned stimulus for salivation. Conditioned stimulus. Bell is the conditioned stimulus. Just remember the experiment. Just remember the anybody can say what is the experiment of Ivan V. Pavlov? এই এক্সপেরিমেন্টটা কই পারিব কি? Yes?
Yes, sir.
হ্যাঁ কুয়া।
ସାର୍ ସେ କୁକୁର ଏବଂ ଖାଦ୍ୟକୁ ନେଇ ଗୋଟେ ପରୀକ୍ଷା କରିଥିଲେ। ସେଥିରେ ସେ ଫାଷ୍ଟ କୁକୁରକୁ ମାନେ ଖାଦ୍ୟ ଖାଇବାକୁ ଦେଇନଥିଲେ କିନ୍ତୁ ବେଲ୍ ରଖିଥିଲେ। ବେଲ୍ ବାଜିଲା ମାନେ ତାକୁ ଖାଦ୍ୟ ମିଳୁଥିଲା। ତ ଯେତେବେଳେ ବେଲ୍ ବାଜିଲାନି ତ ସେ ଖାଦ୍ୟ
Continue.
ଆଜ୍ଞା ଯେତେବେଳେ ତାକୁ ବେଲ୍ ବାଜିଥିଲା ତାକୁ ଖାଦ୍ୟ ମିଳୁଥିଲା। ତ ସେତେବେଳେ ଜାଣିଲା ଯେ ବେଲ୍ ବାଜିଲା ମାନେ ଖାଦ୍ୟ ମିଳିବ। ତ ସେଥିପାଇଁ ତାର ଗୋଟେ କଣ୍ଡିସନ ଥିଲା ବେଲ୍। ତ ଯେତେବେଳେ ବେଲ୍ ବାଜିଲା କିନ୍ତୁ ଖାଦ୍ୟ ମିଳିଲାନି ସେ କିନ୍ତୁ ତା ପାଟିରୁ ଲାଳ ବାହାରିଲା। କାହିଁକି ନା ତାର ଜାଣିଥିଲା ଯେ ବେଲ୍ ବାଜିଲେ ହିଁ ସେ ଖାଦ୍ୟ ଖାଉଛି। ତେଣୁ ଷ୍ଟିମୁଲସ୍ ଆଉ କଣ୍ଡିସନକୁ ନେଇକି ଏଟା ହେଇଥିଲା। ଆଜ୍ଞା।
Anybody? Any other?
ସାର୍ ଆଗେ ମାଂସ ଖଣ୍ଡେ ଦିଆଯାଇଥିଲା କୁକୁରକୁ ସେ ତାପରେ ତା ଲାଳ କରୁଥିଲା ଖାଇକି। ତାପରେ ହଉଛି ଏମିତି ଅଭ୍ୟାସରେ ପଡିନଥିଲା। ତାପରେ ବେଲ୍ ବାଜିଲା କୁକୁର ହଉଛି ଲାଳ ଗଡେଇଲା ଆପେ ଆପେ।
Okay. Okay. So let us 1 minute. Okay. Let us listen what was the experiment of Ivan V. Pavlov. Ivan V. Pavlov kept a dog hungry for a night and then tied him onto the experimental table, which was fitted with certain mechanically controlled devices. What did he do? Ivan V. Pavlov kept the dog hungry for a night. This is very important. Hungry dog. The subject was hungry dog. Suppose a question comes with the options dog, hungry dog, cat, hungry cat. So right answer is hungry dog. For a night, the dog was kept hungry and next morning, the dog was tied with the experimental table. Everybody mute your mic. Please listen to me. Then we will go for discussion. Sasmita Panda, mute your mic. So, the dog was made comfortable and distractions were excluded. 1 minute. Sir. How, thank you. Take class for a class. Okay. So the dog was made comfortable because Pavlov did the experiment with the hungry dog. So after kept hungry for a night, the dog was tied with the experimental table in comfortable position because no pain was there. Comfortably the dog was tied up and the mechanism was fitted with that to control the salivation. Okay, how the dog salivation starts and when it stop, to know the mechanically the machine was fitted with the dog. Okay, first of all, what did he do? What did he do? The hungry was tied with the table and now the experiment was going to start. First of all, what did the experimenter do? Anybody?
So at first he provided some food to the
Very
dog,
good.
and then he found some secretion of saliva.
Okay. So food was presented before the dog. A bell also rang. First of all, he tied up the dog, rang a bell, then supplied the food. The food was not sufficient. Very important is this. Hungry dog, every time he supplied the food, that was not sufficient. Very little bit of food was there. Why? If sufficient food will be given, if hunger will be satisfied, no reaction will be come up. Remember it. It is very important. In his experiment, hungry dog, and every time he supplied a very little quantity of food, which cannot fulfill the hunger of the dog, hungry dog. So first rang a bell, supplied a little bit of food. Okay. When the food was put before the dog and the bell was rang, there was automatic secretion of saliva from the dog's mouth. The activity of presenting the food accompanied with the ringing of a bell was repeated several times, and the amount of saliva secreted measured. Means the amount of saliva secretion was more to more. Arthat, bell, rang the bell plus food, then salivation. When it continued several times, that was a time where bell was rang. Before supplying the food, the salivation started. Clear? Bujhala na bujhala ni?
Yes, sir, clear.
Yes, sir.
This was continued. Further, তাহলে এটি কোন হলা এই যে মু কହୁଥିଲି না unconditioned stimulus তাহলে what was the unconditioned stimulus? Food or bell? Food.
Food, sir.
Food was unconditioned stimulus, but conditioned stimulus was
Bell, sir.
Bell. Ring, sir.
clear what is conditioned stimulus, what is unconditioned stimulus. Okay, so
Okay, sir.
then
Yes, sir.
another two is unconditioned response and conditioned response. What is unconditioned response? The salivation is unconditioned response for food. but salivation after ringing the bell was conditioned response. Dita jinso ethi. Food is unconditioned stimulus. For food, the salivation started, that was unconditioned response. But bell was conditioned stimulus. Therefore, the salivation was started after ringing the bell, that was conditioned response. Okay? What is
Yes, sir.
unconditioned
Okay,
stimulus? What is conditioned stimulus? What is unconditioned response? And what is conditioned response? Clear? Any doubt?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. No.
Okay, very good. Then come to another point. There is generalization. What is generalization? If behavior occurs in presence of other stimulus similar to the condition of, if behavior occurs in presence of other stimulus similar to the conditions, what that is called generalization. For example, salivation after hearing the sounds similar to bell, it is called process of generalization. What is the example? Salivation after hearing the sound similar to bell is called or is known as process of generalization. अर्थात जेतेले बारंबार एई रिपीटा होउची सेम जिंसटा डॉग रो गोटे कंडीशन सृष्टि हो जाउची ता माइंड रे जे ए साउंडटा सुनला माने ताको खाद्य मिलुची. After listening the sound, there is a chances of getting food. Therefore, the condition was started with the bell. So salivation immediately started with the bell. And when it continued frequently, that becomes generalization. Say that salivation after hearing the sound similar to bell is known as process of generalization. Then discrimination. Dog learned to distinguish the sounds and stopped salivation on sounds other than the bell. This is called discrimination. Suppose we stop the bell. We stop the food, supply of food. अर्थात bell plus food, salivation, bell plus food, salivation, bell minus food, salivation, bell minus food, less salivation, bell minus food, more less salivation. So gradually only bell, no food, no salivation. बुझियाला ना बुझियाला नहीं?
Again, sir. Sir, repeat again. Yes, sir.
Okay. When I repeat, first bell, no salivation. ମୁଁ ପ୍ରଥମରୁ କହୁଛି bell, no salivation because there is no conditioning. Bell plus food, salivation. Bell less salivation. Bell plus food, more salivation. Bell plus food, more salivation. So bell plus food, as usual salivation. That is generalization. प्रथमे आमे बेल बाजेले कुकुर किछि कंडीशनिंग हेइनी तेनु salivation हबो कि रेस्पोंस किछि आसीबोनी किंतु आमे बेल बजे की फूड देले बेल बजे की फूड देले salivation ह प्रथमे कम salivation हबो जेतेले व्हिल ग्रेजुअली इट विल कंटिन्यू then automatically the salivation will increase. Yes or no? When it becomes
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
continuously we are ringing the bell. Immediately after ringing the bell, we have to supply what? Now, food. So what? Now automatically the salivation will started. Then ame kamei daba. Bell, no food. Salivation habo. Bell, no food. Salivation kamibo. Bell, no food. Bell, no food. Gradually salivation kamibo. So at a time, bell, no food, automatic salivation, no salivation. Habo na habo ni?
Hebo, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. So this is discrimination. So here the dog discriminate the sound bell, and if there is no supply of food, automatically the salivation stops. This is all about unconditioned stimulus, unconditioned response, generalization, discrimination. Then extinction. If only conditioned stimulus is being presented repeatedly without associating with the unconditioned one, the desired behavior, here desired behavior is salivation in the context, faded and stopped to occur. जो डायना मु कहि सारी छी जेतेबेले हमें बेल बाडौचे फूड सप्लाई करूने इटा ग्रेजुअली रिपीट करि चलीबा the time will come and it will stop the salivation. Spontaneous recovery किछि समय हमें छाडी दबा food plus bell bell plus food salivation start heitla bell minus food no salivation. Then after we have to leave for 1 hour 2 hour. When again we repeatedly ring the bell, what will happen? Ke koi paribo? Bell minus food, salivation stop, no salivation.
ପ୍ରୋସେସ ଟା ପୁଣି start ହେଇଯିବ।
ଆଉ ଥରେ saliva secrete ହେବ।
Very good. That is spontaneous recovery. Pavlov observed if he, after extinction, the unconditioned stimulus is being associated again with the conditioned stimulus, the behavior reoccurs immediately. There is salivation. That is spontaneous recovery. Now, this is all about theory, but what is its implication to our classroom context? Yes, anybody? Who can say? What is the classroom implication? What is the educational implication in the classroom context? Listen, remember it, very important. Fear, love, and hatred towards different subjects are created through conditioning. Remember it. जदि गणित सारे सदा बेले बाड़ौछंती पिलांकु पनिशमेंट दउछंती ऑटोमेटिक the child will fear for the subject and hate the subject to learn, and it become conditioned. Therefore the child will become poor in mathematics. Suppose in language the child frequently fails to secure good mark. After failure, there is also, it becomes conditioning, and hatredness will be developed in the mind. Therefore, we must careful as a teacher how to make the subject love and acceptable by our student. How? Now, through our behavior, through our treatment, through our facilitation, through our support. Okay, it is very important. Suppose a child, always the child has a bad habit of telling lie. So applying this theory, we can also minimize his or her telling lie. So in different ways, we can apply this theory, that is classical conditioning theory, for improving our learners. Okay. So then we have to discuss the second theory, that is operant conditioning theory. Who can say who experimented with this theory? Yes.
B.F. Skinner.
Skinner, sir. B.F. Skinner.
Okay. So here, B.F. Skinner gave focus on reinforcement. What is reinforcement? Who can say? What is reinforcement? Yes. What is reinforcement?
The positive reward. Sir,
Giving
reward.
some reward, either
Normal, no.
Okay. So in different ways, we have to reinforce our students. Reinforcement may be positive, may be negative. But most of the time, negative reinforcement also gives benefit. And always we think about the positive reinforcement. So through positive reinforcement, we should develop the achievement level of our learners. Like praise, smiles, eyes, money, kind, funny television program are the positive reinforcement. ପିଲା ଗୋଟେ ଉତ୍ତର ଦଉଛି ଆମେ ଟିକେ ତାର ଯଦି ସ୍ମାଇଲ କରିଦେଲେ that is also positive reinforcement. If we do not smile, if you do not care for them, so that is negative reinforcement. Child କହିଲା ମୋ କଥାକୁ ସାର୍ ଗୁରୁତ୍ୱ ଦଉନାହାନ୍ତି କି ମ୍ୟାଡାମ ଗୁରୁତ୍ୱ ଦଉନାହାନ୍ତି. So it is very important. We can also close windows and doors to avoid hearing loud noise. We can avoid wrong answers by giving right answers. Noise and wrong answers are negative reinforcement. ଗୋଟେ ପିଲା ଉତ୍ତର ଦଉଛି ଆମେ immediately ତାକୁ କହିବା କିଛି ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ନାଇଁ this is right answer. ତାହେଲେ ସେଠି କଣ ହେଲା ପିଲା ପାଇଁ? ଗୋଟେ ପିଲା ଉତ୍ତର ଦଉଛି ଯଦି ବା ସେ ଭୁଲ ଉତ୍ତର ଦଉଛି ଆମେ କଣ କରୁଛେ immediately ତାକୁ ଆମେ no this is right answer. So that is negative reinforcement. Though the child gives wrong answer, so indirectly we have to convey the message to the child. Don't insult before others. Don't insult before others. That is very harm to the child.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is negative reinforcement. So it is very important. So attention to the child, careful for the response of the child is very important. Then cognitive approach to learning. Learning is an active process involving change in the cognitive structure. काली कहिथिली 15 भितर समस्त हम जॉइन कर जिबा काली कहिथिली 15 भितर जॉइन कर जिबा बट डिस्टर्ब होउची ना ओटे फ्लो लॉस होउची सदा बेले ओके so learning requires cognitive effort and accurate conceptual understanding. BES told learning is a function of certain process. Those are assimilation, accommodation, adaptation, and equilibration. That in BES-123, Rising sir very wonderfully explained with the very interesting examples how assimilation is there, how accommodation is there, adaptation, equilibration is there. So assimilation is a process of incorporating new objects and experiences into the existing schema. Similarly, accommodation also refers to the modification of the individual's internal cognitive structure. And adaptation is known as adjustment to a new environment is known as adaptation. Adjustment in a new environment. Equilibration is the continuing self-regulation that permits the individuals to grow, develop, and change while maintaining stability. So, while learning is there, Pragya Paramita, have you any question? Pragya Paramita?
No, sir. Sorry, sir.
hand raise करते हो तो okay. So assimilation, accommodation, adaptation, and equilibration, these four are very important for learning of the learners. So without assimilation, without accommodation, without adaptation, without equilibration, the child cannot learn in his or her own space. So it is very important. As a teacher, we should remember it. Then another is a formal operational. Formal operational is known as dominance of logical mathematical experience. Logical or mathematical experience is known as formal operational. Concrete operational, that is true logical structures, operations are developed True logical structure is known as concrete operational. Similarly, pre-operational is semi-logical thinking. Okay. Then sensory motor, that is action-oriented intelligence action scheme. Similarly, social learning theory is there. Bandura and Vygotsky, both Bandura and Vygotsky, both educationists opined for social learning theory. The child lives in the society, participate in different social activities like observing festivals, attending the Mela Mahoshchava, and celebrating different days at home, in the village, in the school, everywhere. So, from attending all the social institutions, social programs, the child learns more. Therefore, Bandura distinguishes acquisition of knowledge, that is learning, with observable performance based on the knowledge, that is behavior. His theory emphasized on learner through observing others' behavior and actions. आमे गोटे ओडिया रे प्रवाद अछि, देखा शिखा ओडिशा, देखा शिखा ओडिशा बा ओडिया, ओडिया सब देखि कि बहुत ता अर्थ कोन, अन्य को देखि कि आमे करू, जेमति आमे कहबा किछि पिला देखिबो आजिकली मु देखुची सब चुट्टी सब विभिन्न स्टाइल रे काटुछंती, त यार पछर रीजन कोन हैं, हु कैन से
हीरो काटिछंती सर, हीरो
सर हीरो मान को देखि कि अनुकरण करूचंती.
yes
sir.
yes very good. Okay, so ei katha bandura kichanti. In his theory he told through observation the learner learns more in the society. Suppose one will love to cricketers, in which style they are living, in that style the child is try to live. मोटे एग्जांपल दउची, मोर जोडे स्टूडेंट थिले अतीत रे, गोटे स्टूडेंट थरे ता हॉस्टल को मु गला बेलू को तार स्टडी टेबल पाखरे से गोटे से भारी क्रिकेट प्रिय से पिलाटी, से क्रिकेट से तले सचिन तेंदुलकर फेमस थिला, तेंदुलकर फोटोटा एडे बड़ फोटो मारिची एवं धूपकाठी थोइची, सब दिन से संध्याळे तेंदुलकर ठे धूपकाठी दउची. आ गोटे स्टूडेंट पढुथिला रेभेन्सा रे, थरे गला बेलू ता हॉस्टल को से कि सेठी जगन्नाथंकर कृष्णंकर फोटो रखी से धूप दउची. What does it means? So, as per our interest, as per our observation, we love the personality and we worship those personality also. Okay, so social context is very important. Without social context, the child get less scope to learn. आमे सदा बेले कोन करू, पिला को विभिन्न कैमरा में एंगेज करिया को छाडुना. It is wrong. It is totally wrong. So as a parent, as a teacher, we should encourage our students. They have to participate in different social functions, organizations, activities, because there is more scope for them to learn from others. Suppose you are attending your student will attending the seminars, discussions on different conferences. So language skill, the speaking skill, the vocabulary, everything can improve, can develop. So good habit must be there. Okay, this is observational learning, and social theory is known as also observational learning. In a society, the child observes others' activity and accordingly he will develop his or her behavior. This is very important. Social constructive approach, just I told you, Vygotsky and Bandura. Vygotsky advocated social constructive perspective of learning. Social and cultural interaction for a learner is very important, just I told you. Every function in the child's cultural development appears twice. First on the social level, later of the individual level. First between the pupil and then inside the child. ता अर्थ कौन? ना प्रथम जेतेले सोसाइटी रे पिलाटे मिसुची से सोशल लेवल रे शिखुची जानुची ऑब्जर्व करूची देन सेही जिनसटा को से निज भीतर भर्ती करूची निजे फील करूची रियलाइज करूची अन्य जगह निज को एक्सपोज करूची सेटा सोसाइटी लेट्स टू पीपल and individual leads to own child inside ourselves. Vygotsky had a belief that a child learn better if he or she receives the support from a more learned individual. सदाबेले गोटे पिला देखिबो जेते पाठ पढी थाउ मनकर आज दिन मु अछि गोटे डाउट मते आसिला मु मोर टीचर मानु कंसल्ट करू संग संग everyone contacts his elders टीचर हे पारे पेरेंट्स हे पारंती एल्डर ब्रदर और सिस्टर हे पारंती सो Vygotsky had a belief that a child learn better if or she receives the support from more learned individual ताठ अधिक जानिथिबा लोक सहित यदि से सपोर्ट पाइला से अधिक सिखि पारिबो सो जोन ऑफ प्रोक्सिमल डेवलपमेंट एंड स्कैफोल्डिंग आर द की कांसेप्ट as outcome of his theory therefore Vygotsky told zone of proximal development is very important and scaffolding means immediate support okay the humanistic approach make use of creativity belongingness self development coexistence mental health value etc humanistic approach what is humanistic approach who can say what is humanistic approach yes anybody what is humanistic approach what was the name of the yes
Believe in manpower. Social behavior.
yes very good what was the name of the education department in our central government now it is Minister of Education but before it
Human resource development.
Development.
okay
Human resource development.
okay so human resource development the most and very important resource is human resource similarly Vishwaranjan Barik have you any question Vishwaranjan Barik okay so humanistic approach that is one of you told now thank you that is social approach being a human your approach should be आमे जोठी की जाए आइदर ऑफिस जाए सोसाइटी रे जाए सानो हेले बड़ो बड़ो हो बा सानो so our behavior should be like the human being our approach our methods our techniques everything should develop our creativity our belongingness self development coexistence in different situations different incidents mental health adjustment skill and values so social constructive approach is helpful according to Vygotsky for accepting humanistic approach then scaffolding learning through social and cultural interaction these are the very important aspects of learning so now we are going to discuss unit 3 that is learning for construction of knowledge learning for construction of knowledge who can say what is the meaning of this term learning for construction of knowledge it is very important for us because we all are teachers
सर ज्ञान
Learning for-
संगठन पाई हम शिक्षा सर ज्ञान संगठन पाई हमें शिक्षा ग्रहण करिवा
By doing things, we know some knowledge.
very good
Formation
yes
of knowledge by
any-
activity. Formation of knowledge by own activities and social interaction.
Sir, we will understand different concepts by learning.
okay okay anybody
प्रीवियस
Learning-
एक्सपीरियंस को आधार करी शिखिबा
okay okay It means knowledge cannot be developed through rote learning process. Knowledge should be constructed in the mind of the child. So, learning by doing. Suppose you will involve your children to do certain work. When the child actively do the work and he or she can learn the skills how to do, there is learning. The knowledge acquired by the child through learning by doing, automatically the knowledge constructed in the mind. So it is forever, it remains forever in the mind of the child. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, learner's social and cultural background has its significant impact on learner's ideas. I think everybody can understand this sentence. Two things are important: social and cultural background of the learner. Because the learner lives in the society and participate in different cultural activities. Therefore, cultural background and social background of the learner is very important for his generating or developing his or her idea. Second sentence is, learners construct their knowledge through interaction, perception, and experience. How? Learning by doing is experience. Interaction, when we discuss, participate, and your perception. Through interaction, perception, and experience, learner can construct their knowledge. Always they become free from rote learning process. John Dewey contributed to this as learners should engage in real world, which is reflected in NCF 2005. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Learners should
Yes, sir.
engage in real
Yes, sir.
world, and it is reflected in NCF 2005. Learners should demonstrate their knowledge through creativity and collaboration. ओडियार नहीं, जोड़ा को घोड़ा सरी नुहे. What I cannot do, if I take the support of other friends, then it can be done. It is very important. So creativity and collaboration, cooperation, knowledge can be constructed. Learners should be provided with opportunities to think from themselves and articulate their thoughts. ମୁଁ ସଦାବେଳେ କହେ, ଆମ ପିଲାଙ୍କୁ କହେ, ଯୋଉ ସ୍କୁଲ ଡାଏଟରେ ଥିଲାବେଳେ ମୁଁ ଯେତେବେଳେ ବିଫୋର ଜଏନିଂ ଇନ୍ କଲେଜ ଆଇ ୱାଜ ଏ ସିନିୟର ଟିଚର ଏଜୁକେଟର ଇନ୍ ଡିଆଇଟି. ମୁଁ ସଦାବେଳେ କ୍ଲାସରେ କହେ, ଇନ୍ ସର୍ଭିସ ଟିଚର ଟ୍ରେନିଂରେ କହେ ଯେ we are asking number of questions. Our board also supplying the questions. All the questions are related to lower order questions. Like knowledge type question, most of the questions are knowledge type question, which can help the child for rote learning. Very less question are understanding and application. No question we are asking like synthesis, analysis, and evaluation type questions. So how the brain of our student can improve? Unless and until we use analysis type question, synthesis type question, evaluation type questions. Suppose we are teaching history. We are teaching history of Akbar. Can we ask them, our students, Deen Ilahi Dharma was the contribution of Akbar? What was the good impact for the society of Deen Ilahi religion? ପିଲାଙ୍କୁ ଆମେ ପଚାରିଛେ କେବେ? ଯଦି ଆମେ ପଚାରୁ ଏଭଳି ପ୍ରଶ୍ନଟିଏ, the child will think, compare about the characteristics of Deen Ilahi, then Muslim religion, then Hindu religion, or जो religion पिला ଶିଖିଛି, ଜାଣିଛି, ପଢିଛି, ଶୁଣିଛି. Compare, interlink. Therefore, the mind will develop. how to think, how to feel, how to generate idea. Similarly, when we put the mathematics, if the child faces difficulty, go to the teacher immediately draw, do the sum on the note of the student. No. Don't directly give the answer to the student. Always help the student to find out the answer himself. Facilitate, you support, you help, create certain situation. Using that situation, the child can get the answer. এইভাবে অনেক কাম ଆମକୁ କରିବାକୁ ପଡିବ. Therefore, John Dewey he contributed the thought like learners should be provided with opportunity to think from themselves and articulate their thoughts. It is very important. Next is another question is, what is constructive learning environment? Who can say what is constructive learning environment? Who can say what is constructive learning environment?
Sir, we provide environment to doing anything for the students.
Okay, okay. Anybody?
A constructive environment is that environment where a student can learn themselves.
Okay. Okay. Yes, anybody?
As a constructive environment, student can learn anything through social construction and by helping of others and by his own activities.
Okay.
So
Okay.
learning by doing environment.
Okay.
Through knowledge.
Yes.
Through knowledge, child can start the learning.
Okay.
By
Okay.
experience.
Hey, here is a sentence. Okay, very good, very good. All of you, thank you. Here is a sentence. You go to your slide. Learning environment, facilitating learning through construction of meaning and development of understanding among children on their own. It means being a teacher, we have to create certain environment. In that environment, the learner, the children themselves can construct the meaning and they can understand the concept. For example, as a teacher, suppose we are going to teach addition of mathematics. So before addition, the child has experience about a number. Yes or no? Pilate
Yes,
number
sir.
no janite
Yes, sir.
misan kari paribo? Yes. Kiye kon kahibo ki? Anybody? Okay. So here again repeat the sentence. Learning environment facilitates, so the teacher will create the learning environment. Why? Now to facilitate what? Now learning. How? Through construction of a meaning and development of understanding among children on their own. Meaning construct करी निजे बुझीबा होची पिलार काम. किंतु टीचर तो एभली गोटे एनवायरनमेंट जोगई दबो जो एनवायरनमेंट रे से ताकू व्यवहार करी सिखिबो. आमे कोन करूचे? The child has number knowledge. संख्या ज्ञान अछि. Try to learn the addition. So what we say? Dear students, now you take 5 sticks. Put here 5 sticks. Take another 3 sticks. Put with this. How many sticks are there? The child will count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you write 5 plus 3 is equal to, automatically the child can say that is 8. So here the construction of a meaning and the understanding, who did? The child or the teacher? In this example, who did it?
Child.
The
Child.
child.
Child. The environment created by the teacher. And that environment is known as constructive learning environment. बुझियाला ना बुझियाला नहीं? Any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. How learning takes place? Another question is, how learning takes place? Learning takes place through scaffolding. What is scaffolding? Scaffolding is a technique to provide right kind of support in right amount or at right time to increase child's competency. अर्थात पिलार जेतेबेले आवश्यक at the right time आमे ताको सपोर्ट दबा. That is scaffolding. बुझियो छ नहीं? Suppose पिलाटे गोटे AQ plus BQ plus CQ minus 3ABC is equal to A plus B plus C whole into A square plus B square plus C square minus C minus C. या ना नहीं भूल कहली जो माने साइंस बैकग्राउंड को AQ plus BQ plus CQ minus 3ABC is equal to A plus B plus C whole into A square plus B square plus C square minus AB minus BC minus CA. या ना भूल कहली.
Yes, sir.
Right, sir.
Yes. Yes. Suppose the child is proving either LHS, RHS or RHS to LHS. The child is on the process of doing the sum. In which step the child face the difficulty, immediately we should give them support. कही दबानी, सही step टाको हमें कही दबानी. We should help them, facilitate them. That is assistance. Therefore, that is known as scaffolding. आउ तापे खातारे करे दबा ब्लैक बोर्ड रे करे दबाटा scaffolding को आजीवनी. We should give them support, facilitate them. Okay. So, it helps a learner to move from a zone of actual development to zone of proximal development, and finally reach to zone of desired development with the help of more experienced person like peers, elders in family or teachers. एटिके हमें आलोचना करिवा. What is zone of actual development? What is zone of proximal development? What is zone of desired development? जदि कहार किछि आइडिया अछि शेयर करि पारो तापर हमें डिस्कशन करिवा. What is zone of actual development? Who can say?
So it's the state of a child in which a child can perform any kind of task by himself.
Okay, very good. What is zone of proximal development?
What child can do by supporting of other.
Very good. What is a zone of desired development?
Finally, the reaching step of a child after scaffolding.
Very good. Thank you. Anyway, समस्ते एटा बुझिलो ना कार डाउट अछि?
Yes, sir.
What Arthashwala told, everybody got it?
Yes,
So
sir.
zone of actual development is the strength of the child. Zone of actual development is the strength of the child. Child ର strength ଅଛି ସେଇଟା. Zone of proximal development, the support he or she requires. After own strength and support, reach where? Zone of desired development means completed to solve the problem. Problem ta solve kari parla. That is zone of desired development. So zone of desired development is possible with the help of more experienced person. ताठो अधिक अनुभूति थिबा लोक द्वारा ही संभव होई थाए के ता संग भी अधिक एक्सपीरियंस है थाए पारे पियर्स भलो स्टूडेंट जो माने
Yes, sir. More knowledgeable others.
Yes, others नुए ता पाठार थारु from himself or herself. Suppose I am learning, I will take the help of more experienced than me. एटा नॉलेज कहबानी एक्सपीरियंस कहबा काई कहूची सपोज आईसीटी ऊपर ए जो आईसीटी टेक्निक ऊपर इंफॉर्मेशन कम्युनिकेशन टेक्नोलॉजी you are more experienced than me. Most of the time we are taking the help of our students. They are more competent. Okay, so that is experience. Okay, so he may be peer, he may be teacher, he may be elder, he may be community member, anybody else. It is scaffolding. Cognitive apprenticeship. Cognitive apprenticeship is a constructivist tool to develop higher order skills among learners. Higher order skills among learners. Higher order skills. जोटा है ना मु कहूतली टिके पूर्वरु knowledge, understanding, application, lower order, analysis, synthesis, evaluation. These are higher order skills. So always put our students to construct that knowledge, to develop higher order thinking, higher order skills. Acquiring a particular skill under guidance of a skilled master is a specific domain, is an example of traditional apprenticeship. गोटे पर्टिकुलर स्किल मनकर गोटे होल्डिंग जे करूची होल्डिंग मास्टर गोटे पिलाटा को होल्डिंग मास्टर पाखे होल्डिंग शिखुची तापर होल्डिंग करिया से जानि पारुची. That is traditional apprenticeship. An apprentice first observes the master executing the process. This is called modeling. प्रथमे ऑब्जर्व करे. The apprentice then tries to execute the process with the guidance and help from the master. जे होल्डिंग मास्टर तार अंडर गाइडेंस रे ये सिखला पर apprentice होल्डिंग करे. Once apprentice requires the required skills, master minimizes his intervention and provides only reinforcement and feedback to the apprentice. This is called feeding. Okay. So जते बेले very simple example मनकर गोटे टेलर पाखरे मु काम करी टेलर काम सिखियो गली प्रथम मु कोन करिवि प्रथम कोन करिवि यस
ऑब्जर्वेशन
आगे ऑब्जर्वेशन करिवि टेलर तार काम करथिबो आगे मु ऑब्जर्व कली तापरे छोटो मोटो काम से मते दबो बटन टे लगेबी काजटे करिवि हाथ सिलेटे करिवि ए सब तापरे एमती सब स्किल गोटे पर गोटे गोटे स्किल शिख साला पर लास्ट को से देखे शिखेबो केमती कपड़ा काटिबी किंतु कपड़ा काटिबी शर्ट सिलाई करिवे सब अंडर द गाइडेंस ऑफ द टेलर मास्टर. But when I will acquire all these skills, only feedback he will giving and I will do my work myself. When I acquire the mastery over the skills, then I became or declare independent as a tailor master. I will become the tailor master. Okay.
Yes, sir.
How to use cognitive apprenticeship in classroom? आम क्लासरूम रे केमती cognitive apprenticeship करिबा देखो गोटे सैंपल देइची स्लाइड टाकू देखिबा समस्त भल रे. फर्स्ट इज मॉडलिंग. Observing the performance of an expert. He may be teacher, may be peer. गोटे सांग ही थाई पारे बा टीचर ही थाई पारे तांकर परफॉर्मेंस को आमे पिला प्रथमे कोन करे ऑब्जर्व करे. एग्जांपल रीडिंग पोएम्स विथ मॉड्यूलेशन ऑफ वॉइस एंड यूजिंग बॉडी लैंग्वेज. तेणु आमे सदा कोन करू while we are organizing teaching learning activities in the subject language with the modular voice with modulation voice modulation and body language we recite the poem or read the paragraph everything. So others are follow. जो पिला भलो करथिबे सेही पिला को हम एग्जांपल आगे देई थाउ से पिला पढिबे तांको अन्य माने सुनिबे तांको ऑब्जर्व करिवे. This is modeling. Then coaching. External support to learner in form of hints, feedback, reminders. से पिलाटे कला बेले ताकू किछ हमें सपोर्ट देई थाउ किछ रिमाइंडर को देई थाउ किछ हिंट्स देई थाउ एमति टिके करे एमति भांगे एमति करे. So observing learners while summarizing essay and giving them hints and feedback. Scaffolding. Helping learner at right time. जो पिला टिके झुंडी जाउ सेठी मु सहायते करिवि. That is scaffolding. Then articulation. Giving words to their understanding of the process and content. Then reflection, comparing, reflecting on progress, improving their own performance, then exploration, searching of new information. ये देखो प्रथम स्टेप रु पूरा लास्ट स्टेप रे आसी गला तार इंफॉर्मेशन, दैट इज नॉलेज, दैट इज कंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ नॉलेज. दिस इज द डिफरेंट स्टेप्स हाउ टू यूज कॉग्निटिव अप्रेंटिसशिप इन क्लासरूम. जे कोनस पाठ पढ़ेला बेले हम एई स्टेप को फॉलो अप करिवा. Another is tutoring. Tutoring, mentor tutoring, peer tutoring. Tutoring is two types. Mentor tutoring, senior learners means senior students, retired teachers, volunteer parents, those are mentor tutoring. Peer tutoring, classmate, जो क्लासमेट टिके भलो जानिछि गणित रे से अन्य पिला मानकु सपोर्ट दबो, जो सांगटी इंग्लिश रे भलो नॉलेज अछि से अन्य सांग मानकु सपोर्ट दबो. दैट इज peer tutoring. मेंटर ट्यूटरिंग तम सीनियर क्लास ऊपर क्लास र पिला, रिटायर्ड टीचर कि विलेजर कि वॉलंटियर पेरेंट्स जो आंटी के जानि छथि से माने आसी कि तमु मेंटरिंग करिवे. सो ट्यूटरिंग इज टू टाइप्स, मेंटरिंग, मेंटर ट्यूटरिंग, पीयर ट्यूटरिंग. ओके, बुझेला तो व्हाट इज ट्यूटरिंग, मेंटर ट्यूटरिंग एंड पीयर ट्यूटरिंग? ना डाउट रहला?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Unit 4 is learning in various contexts. Only classroom is not sufficient context to learn the child. One is active learning in classroom, like test and quiz, demonstration, alternative of lecture method, that is feedback lecture, guided lecture, learner generated questions, responsive lecturer. Active learning in large class, group presentation, written report, oral presentation, making group 5 to 10 learners in each group, followed by presentation the learners. आमे जेमि सब ट्रेनिंग रे नउचे, ट्रेनिंग करिकि प्रेजेंट करूचे, ग्रुप एक्टिविटी करिकि पिला मान को मध्य आमे सेया करिवा दरकार. किंतु आमे एटा करूने, ट्रेनिंग पाउचे फ्रीक्वेंटली, जो सब टीचर अच्छा सरकारी स्कूल रे ट्रेनिंग पाउचे फ्रीक्वेंटली, किंतु करूना ह करूचे कि के करूचे नै कहलो?
करू सर.
Korja, very good. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, in different contexts, the child have get the scope to learn. Another is strategies for promoting active learning. One is visual based instruction like projector, film, multimedia presentation, TV, video, etc. समस्त स्कूल लाइन अच्छी. अरे इलेक्ट्रिसिटी सप्लाई होईची सब स्कूल.
हाँ सर अच्छी सर.
Yes, sir.
तम
Yes, sir.
स्कूल
Yes, sir.
अच्छी समस्त. वेरी गुड, लकी, यू आर लकी. मो टीचर थला बेले स्कूल लाइन थला से घर में बस आसी.
स्मार्ट स्कूल हे गलानी 5T रे सब किछ हे गलानी.
5T को सब स्कूल है, प्राइमरी स्कूल को था पढ़ी ना
ना
जोटा 1 ରୁ 5 क्लास अछि स्कूल प्राइमरी.
सब 5T में बहुत किछ डेवलप हे जे.
एमिति भी सर बहुत स्कूल अछि पूरा दुरावस्था पूरा अवस्था रे से अछि. माने घर भांगी भांगी जाईची, एमिति भी बहुत स्कूल अछि नाही के.
अच्छी.
यस सर, करंट प्रॉब्लम जे.
Okay, so visual based instruction. So all the ICT materials will be used while we are transacting inside the classroom. So creative writing, writing thoughts on any specific title, writing summary of a lecture, writing summary on any given study material or essay writing, everything. अच्छा एटी गोटे क्वेश्चन आसे मो मन को essay writing. It is very important activity for us to develop the writing skill of our students, essay writing, story writing. But one of you share what techniques you are adopting while you are organizing activities related to essay writing. Anybody? Ki jane kuha?
Fun diagram.
Okay. Any other technique?
We can show the students diagram about the topic.
Okay. Okay.
Observation
So,
method.
हाँ. So,
टॉपिक
thank you
रिलेटेड
all.
सर वीडियो देखे
Yes, yes, very good, very good. ଭଲ କଥାଟେ କହିଲ ବିନୋଦ. Video we have, so
थैंक यू सर
one projector is available. So Android's mobile is available. Laptop computer is available. So you should use your smart classroom is there. Smart board is there. So using all those techniques, we should use very innovative techniques to learn how to write essay, how to write stories, how to write paragraphs. It is very important. I will encourage you all to do this. So problem solving, like decision making model of John Dewey, defining the problem, find out the main reason and problem, find out all possible solutions, evaluation all possible solutions and selecting more appropriate solutions, computer based instruction, the modular object orientation dynamic learning environment, MOOC, massive open online courses. It is available. Diksha portal is there. Nista program is there. So different platforms are available for computer based instruction. Cooperative learning, dramatization, role plays, simulation and games. These are the different innovative strategies for promoting active learning in our classroom context. So as a teacher, we have to encourage all these techniques. Then observational learning, like community practice, belief and behavior are through social interaction, presentation in authentic situation, learning in culture, activity, context. So these are different activities in the society we have to organize for attention, retention, production and motivation of our learners. Then collaborative learning, that was social constructive theory, Lev Vygotsky. He advocated different strategy like think, pair, share, catch up, fish bowl debate, case study, team-based learning. So these are the different techniques of collaborative learning. Collaborative network learning, computer-supported collaborative learning, Wikipedia-supported collaborative learning in virtual world. 3D model, mind mapping tools, एगुड़ा सब प्राय एडा तुमे माने जानिच जस्ट तुम मॉड्यूल रे अछि एथरे बेसी किछि बुझिबार नाही पढि देले बुझि देई परिबो जदि किछि डाउट होला मते पचारि परिबो परवर्ती समय रे 3 dimensions are there: lifelong learning, life wide learning, life deep learning. ए तीनटा टिके डिस्कशन करिबा. What is lifelong learning? We know it very well. It is the journey from womb to tomb. Nahi ki? Learning
Yes,
from
sir.
womb to
Yes,
tomb is known as lifelong. Very good. Another is life wide learning. What is life wide learning? It means developing skills to adjust and accommodate according to time, place and situation. It is basically the preparation of life and future. देखिबो बहुत पिला धैर्य न थाए पिला आम मानकर भी धैर्य न थाए आमे जदि 5 टारे हम ट्रेनिंग सरिया कथा आमे 4टे बेलू अतरछा हो केमती घर को पळै जिवु जदि 5:30 6 तो हला आहुरी भयंकर स्थिति आसी जाए. सो गोटे एग्जांपल देली से भली डेवलपिंग स्किल्स टू एडजस्ट एंड अकोमोडेट अकॉर्डिंग टू टाइम, प्लेस एंड सिचुएशन इज वेरी इंपोर्टेंट. So time, place, situation, how to adjust and how to manage our life. That is life widely learning. Life deep learning, religion, values, morality, ethics, faith, our behavior, our belongingness, our decision. These are related to life deep learning. मो जीवनटा को मु किभली सरस सुंदर करि परिबी. What sorts of learning is required for my beautiful life? That depends upon my religious belief and faith, my values, maybe moral value, ethical value, political value. Okay, so these are the different activities. One second. मौसा ये गोटे पानी कला आसला ना कि क्लास रे थी कि के पेंडा रखि दे एटा दे दे क्लास रे ये बात नहीं के कर दे oh yes अरे वी आर हियर आई एम हियर एलोन तेणु पानी आसिला रखिया को पड़िबो से जो डिस्टर्ब हो गेल ओके so what is lifelong learning what is life while learning what is life deep learning any doubt
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
okay
No, sir.
okay this is all about unit 1 2 3 4 sorry this ppt one is 1 2 3 and 4 okay then come to second ppt na how again so this is unit 5 okay whether a slide is visible
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely, sir.
okay
Yes.
okay so unit 5 is about learner in socio-cultural context right to education act 2009 has advocated an inclusive classroom now share your views what is your experience about inclusive classroom and inclusive school what is inclusive school and what is inclusive classroom yes
Sir, inclusive classroom means all the students having physical handicap or blind, all are ready to teach,
yes next
study,
next next
study.
कह दियो
all the disabled
ନର୍ମାଲ
students
ଚାଇଲ୍ଡ ୱିଥ୍ ଡିଜେବୁଲ ଚାଇଲ୍ଡ ମିଶିକି ଏଜୁକେସନ ଗ୍ରହଣ କରିବେ ସେଟାକୁ ଅନ୍ତର୍ନିବେଶୀ ଶିକ୍ଷା କୁହାଯାଏ
अच्छा okay any other
ଗୋଟେ ସ୍କୁଲରେ ସାର୍ ସବୁ ପ୍ରକାର ଛାତ୍ରଛାତ୍ରୀକୁ ପଢିବାଟାକୁ ସାର୍ କହିବା
अच्छा सब प्रकार माने कोन मते क्लियर कर विनोद
all the disabled students with normal students can learn in the classroom that is called inclusive education
okay niranjan your view is among all normal
all
students
the all the disabled students with normal students can learn in one classroom that is called inclusive education
Sir, providing hello, sir. Providing equal opportunities.
yes all the students can
Providing equal opportunities to all the students.
including this yes
In
all the facilities will available for the disabled
classroom,
students in the normal school also in
That
normal
from
classes.
every different background. That is caste,
okay
religion, all type of background
very good
comes
very
from
good very
all
good
children. Disabled
yes
children,
I
normal
would say very
children, their caste, religion, all type of children came to inclusive classroom and they have that facility to read in that classroom.
okay very good so
school
in a common roof under a roof single roof okay there is no barrier no obstruction of any sorts of children like maybe any CWSN child, maybe belongs to any community, minor community, or any religion, or any language barrier, or any caste like SC, ST, OBC, you are. So there is no barrier. So the child from any society, from any community, from any group, they have right to sit in under the common roof and have their education. It is first condition. Second condition is the teacher must adopt equality, equity, and justice. Suppose we enroll all the children. जुए आसिला आमे समस्त अलाउ कले ना लिखे देले. Then we cannot say that is inclusive classroom. Remember it. So equity must be there, equality must be there, justice must be there, Jodi ethir abhav he gala, that classroom cannot be treated as inclusive classroom. Man rakho eta sada bale. Ebe bujhiala clear? What is inclusive classroom?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now discuss what is equality, equity, and justice. Equality, we know it. Sometimes bujiche what is equality. Equal treatment.
Yes, sir.
But equity must be there. Equity must be there. Suppose an HI student is in my class. The HI student is suffering from hearing. So what a teacher should do for his learning? Use sign language.
Giving hearing aid.
Use hearing aid. Yes, agadhare basaiba. Very good. Hearing aid jogai daba.
Visual माध्यम देखेबा किछि जिंस
Yes.
देखेबा के देखे माध्यम कोन बुझेबा
Yes. तेणु आमे साइन लैंग्वेज टाको मध्ये सिखि व्यवहार करिवार अछि. HI student is there. A blind student is there. So as a teacher, I should learn Braille language, Braille letter, to guide the student to use Braille letter. Other, as per his need and requirement, I should give him or his support. As per requirement of the child, I render my assistance, my support. Then I can say my classroom is inclusive classroom. After equity, equality and equity, then we can able to give the child justice. Jodi equality, equity ame maintain dita karune, ताले ame pila को justice दौने. बुझियला नहीं? So it is very important. Right to Education Act 2009 has advocated the inclusive classroom. Inclusion means not only inclusion of a child with special needs, but also children from various deprived and background classes. तुम स्लाइड की देखो मु लिखिची जहाँ मुझे कहली से आना नहीं. The children from आमे साधारणतः inclusive कहले खाली कही थाउ जनरल पिला सहित CWSN पिला पढ़िबे. No. Children from various deprived and background classes, children with language diversities, children from various caste, religion, and various cultural groups are to be placed in the same class under common roof. Okay? Then, socio-cultural diversity in the context of includes race, class, ability, different learning condition, styles, ethnicity, age, sexual orientation, religion, nationality, and other dimensions that make up the identity of the individual student and impact his or her learning experience by UNESCO. UNESCO defined socio-cultural diversity in this context includes all these what I told now: race, class, ability, different learning conditions, styles, everything, age, gender, sex, everything. So it should be taken into consideration while we are taking the care of the children for their achievement. What factors are affecting learners? Family structure is very important. Present context, we are observing, most of the nuclear families are there. Are you agree with me, or you can deny? How many joint families
Yes,
are
sir.
there?
Yes, sir.
There is nuclear families. So in a joint family, parents spend more time with the children, but in a nuclear family, neither father or mother, a caretaker, takes care of the child. This is very pathetic situation. So this family structure factor also affecting learners' activities, their development, their achievement. Learners who belong to joint family may show higher learning performance, more sociable manners, more value-based thoughts can improve in their mind. But who lives in the nuclear family, except father and mother, he cannot know any other family member, or she cannot know any other family member, cannot interact, cannot have any relationship with others. So type of school is also another factor for affecting learner, that is government school and private school. There is need not be discussion of what is the status of government school and what is the status of private school. ଯେତେ ସବୁ କଲେକ୍ଟର, ଏସପି, ସେକ୍ରେଟାରୀ, ତାଙ୍କ ପିଲାମାନେ କୋଉ ସ୍କୁଲରେ ପଢୁଛନ୍ତି ଆଜି ଦିନରେ?
Private school, sir.
Private school,
କାହାର ଗୋଟେ ଛୁଆ ପଢୁଛି କି ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ ସ୍କୁଲରେ?
ନାଇଁ ସାର୍,
No, sir.
No, sir.
ଏମିତି କି ସାର୍
ଆଚ୍ଛା।
ଟିଚର ମାନେ ବି ନିଜ ଛୁଆକୁ ସାର୍ ପଢଉନାହାନ୍ତି ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ ସ୍କୁଲରେ।
Okay, you are right. You are right. Okay, okay. So type of school is another factor. Geographical location, rural, remote, and urban. So urban area, yesterday we discussed with the number of examples. The children living in urban area, the children living in rural area, the children living in very remote pockets, the hill stations and the jungles, forests. So their cost, transport facility, low family income, new technology like computer, mobile, internet are not available. आमे खबर कागज बहुत पढ़ीचे कोविड समय रे बहु जगह पिला कोठी किए खुंट ऊपर चढ़ी करी इंटरनेट रे पाठ पढुथिला तो किए पहाड़ ऊपर जाकी छिड़ा है कि पाठ पढुथिला, नेटवर्क नथिला बहु जगह रे हम देखछे नै टीवी रे न्यूज रे सदा बेले कोविड समय कथा मन पका।
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is also affects the learning of the learners. Socio-economic status, low, middle and high, very low income parents are there. They cannot provide even if the pen and khata to their children. So socio-economic status is also affect the learning of the learners. Cultural background is another factor. Language is also another factor. Changing perception about learners. What is it? Learning can take place anytime, anywhere, and by anyone. We proved it yesterday discussion. Learning does not require any attendance, any examination, grades or marks. हवा दरकार नहीं है।
Yes, sir.
हैं?
Yes,
वो
yes,
एक
sir.
गोटे एग्जांपल
Yes,
दे
sir.
पारे। मैं एक गोटे दे पारे। जो सांगटी तमरो मैट्रिक फेल हे गला के मन पकेलो तम सांगरे जो पिला पढुथिले मैट्रिक फेल हे के पाठ पढलेनी से माने एबे कोन करूछंती तमे एबे कोन करूछो यस हमें अटेंडेंस एग्जामिनेशन ग्रेड मार्क केते सर्टिफिकेट बेकर पगई बुलुछे
ସେମାନେ
Yes,
ସାର୍
sir.
ମାନେ କମ୍ପାନୀରେ କାମ କରି ବହୁତ ଟଙ୍କା ଇନକମ୍ କରୁଛନ୍ତି, ଆମେ କେବଳ ପଢି ଚାଲିଛୁ
ओके
ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ ଜବ୍ ନାହିଁ।
just my example I may give in. After graduation, one of my friend he started electric wiring for ये सब काम started. Now he is the contractor in electric department and get crores of rupees in tender official electrification. And he maintains the costly car. But I am the assistant professor, BES-1, senior class 1 officer, but I am not able to maintain a car. Bike is my sufficient.
ସତ ସାର୍ ଏଇଟା ପୁରା ରାଇଟ୍।
Okay. So, କେତେ କ୍ଷେତ୍ର right, କେତେ କ୍ଷେତ୍ର right ନୁହେଁ। If you think about income sources, it is right. If you think about our exposure, our experience, our contribution to the society, it is not right. So learning does not require any attendance, any examination, any grade or any mark. आमे जेते लर्निंग करिचे, आमे एग्जामिनेशन सर्टिफिकेट जेति की पाइचे, आम लर्निंग सेति की सफिशिएंट ना आमे विदाउट एग्जामिनेशन बेसी लर्न करिचे, विदाउट सर्टिफिकेट, विदाउट एग्जामिनेशन सोसाइटी आमे अधिक लर्न करिचे। दैट इज द एसेंस ऑफ दिस सेंटेंस। As a teacher, we should talk with the learners to know how they are learning with us. Conversation will open the door to maximize learning. We should appreciate our learners' interest so that they are also able to think about their future. Never criticize your learners. Never discourage your learners. Always they should be encouraged. Therefore, their learning may be more and more. Various types of learners are there. Auditory learners are there. Who are the auditory learners? Who are the auditory learners? Yes? Yes, who are the auditory learners? Kali discussion करथिले। The learners who have
जो माने सुनी के
interest in,
माने केवल
very good, very
सुनी
good.
पर
Focus, give focus on listening. Verbal lectures, verbal lecture discussions. Okay.
visually impaired
They
student
learn. What is the role of the teacher for those type of learners? Same learner को पाई our role कौन? What is our role?
रेकॉर्डिंग सुनेबा
verbally मुहरे कहिबा
Very good. Recording करके सुनेबा। Very good.
verbally ଆମେ ତାଙ୍କୁ interact କରିକି ତାଙ୍କୁ discussion କରିବା।
हां डिस्कस
Very good.
वेराइटी
Very good.
डिस्कशन के माध्यम କରିବା।
participation କରିବା ତାଙ୍କୁ discussion ରେ।
Yes, yes.
କହିଲା ବେଳେ ସେ କଥା ଗୁଡା ଟିକେ ଜୋରରେ
Recording
କହିବା
learning
ଯେମିତି ସେମାନେ
material
ଶୁଣିପାରିବେ,
ଦେଇଦେବା।
କ୍ଲିୟର ଭଏସ ରହିବ ସାର୍ ଯେମିତି।
लेक्चर
okay.
मेथड रे ମାନଙ୍କୁ ପଢେଇବା। रेकॉर्डेड लेक्चर करबा तांको शिखेଇବା।
Yes, you all are right.
सर लेक्चर
Very
मेथड रे
good. You
पढेଇବା।
all are right. Just I add with you one or two statements like always that should be done among themselves. Means the child will listen the peer and it will be more interesting, more helpful to the learner. Record lecturers may be used to present learning materials. Encourage the learners to participate in discussions. These are very important role of the teachers. And your responses are very fine and natural. So visual learners are there who are very interested to visualize something and from those they can learn. What is the role of the teacher for visual learners? Yes?
ऑब्जेक्ट सर
सर बड़ बड़
ଦେଖେଇବା ଭିଡିଓ ଦେଖେଇବା
ଚିତ୍ର ଦେଖେଇ
सर मैप देखिए
sir by showing
डायग्राम
proper gesture and posture.
Very good, very good.
models
So always
सर
use
कलर
concept
पेन
mapping.
कलर हाइलाइटर भी दे देबा।
Very good, very good. Concept mapping method is very important for them. Concept mapping
प्रोजेक्टर
method.
माध्यम से शिक्षा देला
Concept mapping method. जଣା আছে না জଣା নাই? Very good. Always encourage the learners to use color pens, color highlighter. Okay, they can note, they can make it colorful.
Visual.
So painting, decorating, drawing are the different skills for the visual learners. Then tactile learners are there, learning through moving, doing and touching. The learners, they are learn by moving, doing and touching. The role of the teacher is involve those learners in variety of activities, provide opportunity to learn by doing, encourage them to participate in different exhibitions like science exhibition, mathematics exhibition, club activities, drama, dance, field trip, etc. So use problem solving method and project method to teaching those learners. Differently able learners are there. So as for the requirement of the differently able learners, maybe VI, maybe SI, maybe cerebral palsy, maybe MR, as per their requirement, the teacher must have to support and provide the assistance for their learning. So here, learners with the mental retardation. Can you say who are the mental retardation? Yes. What is mental retardation?
So they who are not able to do their work properly of their age, appropriate of their age.
Okay. Anybody?
And take long time to learning social skills.
Okay. Okay. Very good. Very good. So mental retardation is called as intellectual development disorder, IDD. You may remember it. Intellectual development disorder.
Abnormal behavior, sir.
Yes, yes, yes. Mental retardation is known as intellectual development disorder. ତାଙ୍କର intellectual development disorder ଥାଏ, ପଢି ପାରନ୍ତିନି, ଜାଣି ପାରନ୍ତିନି. General learning disability, that is known as general learning disability. এই ଟର୍ମ ଗୁଡା ସବୁ ମନେ ରଖିବାକୁ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କର. American Association of Mental Retardation define mental retardation is a disability characterized by significant limitation in intellectual functioning and in adapting behavior as expressed in conceptual, social and practical adaptive skills. जोटा है ना तुम मैंने समझते कहिलो, समस्त रेस्पॉन्स को मिसई दियो, देखिबो ए डेफिनेशन सहित फिट हे जाउछ. सोशल, conceptual, practical and adaptive skills ताकर न थाए, जोटा कहा केमदी मैनर देखिबा सिखंदी नाही. कौन सी स्किल, सोशल स्किल को अडॉप्ट करिया विभिन्न सिचुएशन में करि पारंती नाही. एवं गोटे कथाटे कहिले ताको मन रखिबा बा करिबा से एबिलिटी से मानकर न थाए. इंटेलेक्चुअल, पोर इंटेलेक्चुअल एबिलिटी. Therefore, the mental retarded students are known as intellectual development disorder and general learning disability. Learner with this disability may take long time to learn language compared to a normal learner. एना तम तो जने कहउतिलो, take long time to learn. भाषाटे सिखिबा, कथाटे कहिबा, लेखिबा normal learner to अधिक समय नेबे. Take long time to learn in social skills like a toilet, brushing, washing, ei काम गुडा नित्य कर्म काम मध्य they can take long time to do. Take long time to learn how to take care of their personal needs such as using bathroom, getting dressed, eating foods, etc. So this is very, they are doing all these and neglecting. There are three categories. One is educable, learners who have IQ approximately 50 to 70, those are known as educable. Trainable, learners who have an IQ approximately 20 to 49 are trainable. Custodial, learners who have IQ below 20 are custodial. এই কথাগুলো টি বুঝিবা দরকার. আচ্ছা, learners who have IQ approximately 50 to 70, they are educable. ତା ଅର୍ଥ in a classroom context, in a general classroom, ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ଆମେ ବସେଇ ଆମେ ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ କିଛି ଭାଷା, ଗଣିତ, ସାହିତ୍ୟ ଏସବୁ ପଢେଇ ପାରିବା. They can educable. Trainable, जो मानकर 20 ରୁ 49 ट्रेनेबल आंकु निहाती ट्रेनिंग दबा कोन पई ना हाउ टू ब्रश, हाउ टू ड्रेस, हाउ टू बिहेव अदर्स, how to do certain works like candle making or spinning एमती केते गुडे ट्रेनिंग दे देले तांको निज पेट पाटना भी से रोजगार क्षम होई परिबे दे आर ट्रेनेबल कस्टोडिया नाइदर एजुकेबल नॉट ट्रेनेबल आंको दायित्व सदाले पेरेंट्स नबागु पड़िबो लर्नर सुहाव आईक्यू बिलो 20 नाइदर दे आर ट्रेनेबल नॉर दे आर एजुकेबल दे आर कस्टोडिया जोटा हम कहूचे माइल्ड मॉडरेट सीवियर प्रोफाउंड माइल्ड मॉडरेट those are educable trainable and severe profound they are custodial बुझियाला ना बुझियाला नहीं any doubt
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
okay so what is the role of the teacher emphasis on demonstration rather than giving them formal direction आंको आ तमे कथारे कहले किछि करिवेनी ऑलवेज देखैबो एई काम कर एमती कर demonstration present new information using picture and provide the learners with the hands on material सदा बेले फोटो हो hands on material देखै कि ता करैबो काम break longer task into smaller बड़ बड़ लंबा टास्क को छोटिया छोटिया कर दो एलिमेंट give immediate feedback to the learner जोठी टिके भूल करूची मनकर से ये तंतरे लुगा बुणुछंती से पिला गुडा तमे वाच करथबो केयरफुल कोठी सुता छिड़ी गला से संग संग तमे हेटा जोड़ी दउथबो न नाही सुता छिड़ी थिबो सेमिति से बाडी चलथबे ठुंगा तयारी करूछंती सेमिति वाच करथबो तेनु गिव इमीडिएट फीडबैक टू द लर्नर इन्वॉल्व द लर्नर्स इन ग्रुप एक्टिविटी और वेरियस क्लब एक्टिविटी सिंग इंडिविजुअल से किछि करि परिबे नाही सो ऑलवेज यूज देम इन क्लब एक्टिविटी एंड इन व्हिच एक्टिविटी ग्रुप एक्टिविटी इट इज वेरी इंपोर्टेंट learners with hearing impairment in our classroom we can get the hearing impaired students hearing impairment or hearing loss is a full or partial decrease in the ability to detect and understand sounds sound ta suni pariboni ki buji pariboni either fully or partially they are also classified into 4 mild hearing loss 20 to 50 dB the moderate hearing loss 51 to 70 dB severe hearing loss 71 to 90 dB profound hearing loss 91 dB and above से भली चारि प्रकार एमाने अछंती माइल्ड मॉडरेट को हम हियरिंग एड दे देले चली जीवो किंतु सीवियर हियरिंग लॉस प्रोफाउंड हियरिंग लॉस हियरिंग एड काम करिवो नेठी व्हाट इज इंपोर्टेंट फॉर दिस फॉर देम सॉरी फॉर देम yes what
Medical treatment.
very good sign language is important
sir body language
yes body language very good body language sign language okay in the language context sign language is essential to write the sentence to understand the sentence so sentence cannot be understood with body language you can give any instruction hints through body language but sign language is very important how to what is the sign language of A what is the sign language of B C D E F up to Z then they can form the word and understood so it is very important okay color tongue is the red color head is the black color okay suppose this is a daughter son निशु को हाथ मारले कोन son कान को धरले daughter so these are the different sign language so allow use of appropriate modern hearing aid arrange seats in front of close to the teacher and with the learners provide teaching notes in advance to these learners so that they can read them before the topic is discussed agwa de dabo discussion ta habo providing new information using pictures and emphasizing on demonstration এই সব গুড়াক আমি গুরুত্ব দেবা গোটে টিচর এই সব গুড়াক করিবা দরকার learners with visual impairment that is blindness and low vision visual impairment are two types blindness means completely blind visual acuity not exceeding 6/60 or 20/200. Limitation of the field of vision subtending an angle of 20 degree or worse. Okay, low vision. Persons with low vision means a person with impairment of visual functioning. Even after treatment or standard reflective correction, you can use the glass, then you can see all the pictures. But low vision is very blindness and low vision both are comes under visual impairment. So to these students, the teacher should use Braille for blind learners, make changes in instructional material and classroom environment of general classroom for teaching visually impaired learners, provide such reading materials to slow or low visually learners which have large print size. देखिबो visual learner पे बड़ा बड़ा बही सब मिले तम स्कूल ए सब दिबो long books for visual learners. Arrange seats in front close to the teacher and blackboard. Allow them use of a computer in classroom. अलाउ करिवो कंप्यूटर स्क्रीन रीडर एसो अलाउ करिवो कारण मु तो क्लास रे पढेला बेला हमर ब्लाइंड पिला अछंती जहा मु पढाई से रेकॉर्डिंग कर दियन ताकर कंप्यूटर रखी के क्लास रे से सुनिबे मन रखिबे अन्य समय रे सो अलाउ यूज द कंप्यूटर और एनी स्क्रीन रीडर अलाउ यूज ऑफ लो विजन एड्स यूज ऑडियो लर्निंग मटेरियल्स सुनी परिबे जेमती से मटेरियल हम यूज करि परिबा सो दिस इज वेरी इंपोर्टेंट सो अनदर इज स्पेसिफिक लर्निंग डिसेबिलिटीज dyscalculia. What dyscalculia is related to which problem?
Sir, mathematical.
Sir, mathematical problem.
Counting.
Disability.
Counting, sir.
Counting. Very good. Very good. So similarly, another is dyslexia is related to
Say reading problem.
reading problem. Okay. Dysgraphia.
Sir, writing problem.
Dysgraphia is writing problem. Dyspraxia.
Motor skill.
Motor
psychomotor skill.
Mathematics.
Very good. Very
No,
good.
sir.
सब जानी छता हला
Counting problem.
very good. तापर unit 6 is learner as an individual that is को कहउछ
सर एठी मु जो आज्ञा सर सर एठी ब्लॉक रे मु जो ब्लॉक रे बे टीचर अछि सेठी गोटे छुआ अछि जरा आईक्यू बहुत हाई किंतु से माने कहा संगे बिहेव ठीक से करूनी पाटीरो भी लाला करछि लेखला बेले बेले प्रॉब्लम होछि एम्ति सब होछि कि जदी
Writing problem.
रागी जाउछि
सर राइटिंग
तो पूरा पिटी दोछि
Yes, sir.
एमआर ताको एमआर रे निया होछि सर तो
से क्लास
sir, motor skill.
प्रज्ञा सुन क्लास होला पर मते टेलीफोन करिवो मु तो केतुडा टेक्निक्स कहि देबी से फॉलो अप करिवो अडॉप्ट करिवो देखियो ग्रेजुअली से प्ला चेंज हे जिवो
Thank you.
हला
आज्ञा सर नै सर मो स्कूल ले नाही सर किंतु जते कोनसी प्रोग्राम होछि से छुआ आसुछि विभिन्न प्रकार प्रतियोगिता भाग नोछि से फास्ट भी होछि किंतु तार से प्रॉब्लम रहछि से रागी जाउछि पीटी दोछि भी नॉर्मल स्टूडेंट भले तार बिहेवियर नाही आईक्यू बहुत हाई
ओके ओके सेम थाए तार विभिन्न टेक्निक्स अछि वी कैन मैनेज दोस so now come to our unit 6 that is related to our intelligence. What is intelligence? Intelligence is the ability to do abstract thinking, capacity to learn, and the ability to respond in terms of truth and fact. Ability to adjust in one's environment is also known as intelligence. Those have poor intelligence, they cannot adjust in different situations. So intelligence also play a very vital role in adjustment in the environment. And a person's intelligence is evaluated according to how he deals with the people, things, and ideas. So the lowest is the mere imitation of simple activities. Here are three terms. One is IQ, EQ, and SQ. IQ is related to intelligence quotient. To know the intelligence, we should add up this formula. तुम स्लाइड रे देखो फॉर्मूला टा मेंटल एज बाय chronological age into 100. This is the formula how to find out the IQ, intelligent quotient of the child. Mental age means suppose 15 वर्षर पिलाटे 20 वर्ष पिलार काम करिया सक्षम तार मेंटल एज केते
20
कोड़िए
20 वर्ष
by chronological age तार actual age हला 15 20 by 15 into 100 जहाला that is IQ. Suppose 25 वर्ष पिला 10 वर्ष पिला काम करिया सक्षम तार मेंटल एज 10 divided by 25 into 100 that is IQ. Similarly, emotional quotient represents the relative measures of a person's emotional intelligence similar to intelligence quotient. So emotional intelligence is the ability to sense, understand, and effectively apply the power of emotions as a source of energy, information, creativity, trust, and connections. हाँ कौन पचारथिलो किए? कि पचारथिलो
सर
कौन?
से मेंटल एज टा कैलकुलेट करबा पई किसी फार्मूला अछि कि माने जानिबा केमति
कहले
जनकर मेंटल एज केते
ताको तमे दबो अचीवमेंट टेस्ट दबो जो अचीवमेंट टेस्ट सपोज गोटे 10th क्लास पिलार क्रोनोलॉजिकल एज केते गोटे 10th क्लास पिलार क्रोनोलॉजिकल एज केते
18 17 18 सर
15 16
16
15 16
ओके 16 गोटे 10th क्लास पिला को आमे 10 देले 12th क्लास स्टैंडर्ड रो मैथमेटिक्स देले यदि से करि पारिला तले 12th क्लास पिलार क्रोनोलॉजिकल एज केते 18
17 18 17 18
तार आसिला मेंटल एज 18 डिवाइडेड बाय द क्रोनोलॉजिकल एज हला 16 into 100 हला आउ
Yes, sir.
मो जानिबार आउ किछि फार्मूला मु जानिनी आउ दिस इज द सिमिलरली spiritual quotient is known as ultimate intelligence which makes us able to give value and meaning to our lives. देखिबो दो मानकर जो पिला गुडी को भारी धार्मिक परायण मिछ मोटे कहंती नाही अन्याय अनैति करंती नाही देखिबो बहुत लोक अछन सोसाइटी रे आमे सेठु जानि जिबा स्पिरिचुअल क्वोशेंट इज हायर देन विथ दोस चिल्ड्रन हला मु पाठ पढ़ा बेले मन पड़ुची गोटे सांगटे बहुत मिछ कहे ता सान भाई ताकू यदि पचार दब सीए नाही भूलटे करी कहतो मु करिनी ता सान भाईटा फट किन कहि दो ना ना एटा भाई करिची आमे सदा ता भूलटा पे सार पे गुनेले ता सान भाई कि नै साटा सान भाई पचार नाहंती सान भाई सार गाय शब्द कहि दबो ता बड़ भाई भूल करथिले भी से लुचेबनी सो दैट वाज द एग्जांपल ऑफ स्पिरिचुअल क्वोशेंट. So spiritual intelligence is the inner life of mind and spirit and its relationship is to being to the world. Okay, spiritual intelligence implies a capacity for a deep understanding of existential questions and insight into multiple levels of consciousness. So there are 3 levels of our mind: conscious, subconscious and unconscious. So those are conscious mind, they are always spiritually developed, spiritually intelligent. So here are the relationship among IQ, EQ and SQ. Like IQ means knowledge, understanding, application, analysis, planning and execution. EQ is known as teamwork. Eta मन रख भला भाबरे IQ, EQ, SQ. EQ is related to teamwork. जार EQ ठीक ही से टीम वर्क करूथिबो टीम रे तार leadership, awareness, relationship management, emotional well-being, physical well-being, optimism, skills and experience. SQ, evaluation, synthesis, judgment, insight, creative, problem solving, intuition, breakthrough thinking, inspiration, vision, commitment, self-belief, happiness, flow. These are related to SQ. So IQ,
Sir,
EQ and
optimism
SQ.
means?
कोटा कहला?
Sir, optimism
Yes.
means? Optimism.
Positive thinking.
Positive thinking. Yes, you are right. Positive thinking, optimism. You have to accept everything positively. No negative attitude is there. That is optimism. Okay. So IQ, EQ, and SQ, these are the examples. IQ is only related to knowledge, understanding, application, analysis, planning, execution. Our mental level work is there. But EQ, teamwork, leadership, समस्तଙ୍କର leadership quality न थाए. तार EQ अधिक से leadership quality नहीं थाए. Teamwork तार थिबो. सेमती SQ. Okay. Multiple intelligence is related to verbal, linguistic, logical, mathematical, spatial, musical, bodily, intrapersonal, interpersonal, naturalistic, and existentialistic. So, Hardware Gardner identifies 7 types of intelligence, which is known as multiple intelligence theory, and these are the different intelligences. After that, another 2 is also added. It is now 9: verbal and linguistic, logical, mathematical, spatial, musical, bodily, तापरे intrapersonal, interpersonal, naturalistic, and existential. एगुड़ा ए 9 प्रकार. एठी गोटे एटा जदी स्क्रीनशॉट नै जाओ एटा टिके देखिबो डायग्राम देछि 9 प्रकार रो verbal linguistic ता strong in कोथिरे एग्जांपल देछि. verbal linguistic जो माने strong in reading रे थिबे, writing रे थिबे, telling stories रे थिबे, memorizing रे, तापरे thinking in words रे थिबे, को माने poet, writer, orators, communicator ए माने सब होछंती verbal linguistic ग्रुप रो. Logical mathematical है math, reasoning, logic, problem solving, mathematicians, logicians ए माने सब इस गुडा देछि ते नै जाओ देखि दबो एटा पढि दबो टिके पढते एटा जानि जिवो. Concept of personality. Personality includes the attributes like physique, appearance, intelligence, attitude, aptitude, and characteristics, social behavior. जे सब गुडा का जा पाके थिबो तार वेल पर्सनालिटी बा बैलेंस पर्सनालिटी हम कहबा. खाली सड़क सुंदर भेंडियाटी हेतिले से बेटर पर्सनालिटी हम कहि परिबा नाही. So personality includes the attributes like physique, good physique थिबो, appearance थिबो, intelligence थिबो, well behavior हे थिबो, social manner थिबो, aptitude थिबो, positive attitude थिबो. ताहले there is good personality. Personality describes the traits which make people attractive or unattractive to other people. And Alport says personality is the dynamic organization within the individual of those psychophysical systems that determine his unique adjustment to his environment. This is the definition of Alport. So, these are the concept of personality. Unit 7, learner as an individual 2 is about preparing learners for learning is very important. एई टू आसंता काली स्लाइड 26 रो हम डिस्कशन करबा. ओके ए स्लाइड 26 रो यूनिट 7 रो हम आसंता काली डिस्कशन करबा.
ओके सर.
सर
यस सर.
ओटे स्लाइड अछि एटा का बहुत जानि बार अछि इतरे.
थैंक यू सर.
सर काइंडली पीडीएफ हम सहित शेयर करियो.
पीडीएफ मो शेयर क्लास करि गला परे आकु कोन एटा पीपीटी फॉर्म रे अछि तो मते एई जणे शेयर कले क्लास करि गला परे मो एटा को तुमको शेयर कर दी ताको हमर नोट फॉर्मेट रे पीडीएफ फॉर्मेट रे शेयर कर दे. फॉर्म रे अछि आकु मते करिया को पड़िबो. बुझ परछ नै.
ठीक है सर.
यस सर.
यस सर.
एते जगह रे अछि मुझे एक्सप्लेन कर दिए सेटा तो पढले होय त जणो मते सेटा को मोडिफाई करिया को शेयर दियो.
आज्ञा.
बुझियो.